Welcome to the Brett Beard Show, brought to you by James Restaurant. I'm your host, Beau. With me always is Coach Beard. Coach, how are you doing today?
I'm doing great. About yourself?
Good. Jack's been on a roll recently, breaking records and just striking first, striking hard. How has this mentality changed, and how have you kind of done this in preparation?
Yeah, it's been a lot of fun to watch. We're finally starting fast. One thing we've talked about, not just this year, but for the last 6 years, about how to crack the code of starting fast. And, when you have a senior-heavy group that's got some experience that just continues to get better every day, they get more comfortable every time we take the field. And, that was just something we needed early in the year, was a lot of these guys to get some experience, especially some critical positions at the O-line and then quarterback, of course. The biggest thing is they get comfortable and they buy into the 1-0 mentality and getting better every day. Every game gets to be, they're tougher games, but it's easier because you're used to doing it. And because of it, the nerves aren't eating us up. We're not so much digging a hole like we're used to doing and then finally deciding to start playing. We're just starting fast. And, we take a lot of pride in the way we've played the last few weeks, and we're going to continue to try to keep that rolling and not take steps backwards.
With that being said, we're going to get into live action highlights against Walker. You've seen the Jackets take the field here in that all white, white out Walker at their home. It's senior night and homecoming night.
Yeah, they had a big night. That's my favorite uni combination right there. I think it's sweet.
Jackets pick the ball off. Ball is on the ground. It's tipped, bobbled. He finally gets the ball. He's almost brought down. He has hit really hard. The ball is flying through the air, and it is caught by number 32. He's able to take it back for a really good gain. And first play of the game there, striking fast. How would you say this is big for Denham?
Yeah, Riley Johnson with the big hit right there that kind of got this whole thing started. You ask these guys all year to make plays, to fly downfield, and I guess throw the first lick. Well, there you go. We started off the fight, and no pun intended, of course, is up the fight. But here we are throwing the first lick and getting it started in a big rivalry game at their place, which was a huge start. Chris McKnight with a big recovery, just big plays right there.
Yeah, huge hit. Dejan takes a snap, fakes the handoff again. He's rolling out. We've seen this all season. Throws it deep, finds his brother almost wide open in the end zone. We've seen this all season, Coach. How is this just keep getting better each week?
Yeah, the biggest thing is these guys work every day. He's getting better at route running. He's getting more comfortable in the pocket, moving around. Of course, the things we've got going on are getting open, and we're working with a lot of space in the field to make easy throws for him. And those two are connected. They're just making big play after big play, and we're going to continue to kind of expand those packages to where we can get more involved.
Walker with the ball now to hand off to number 96. He's able to go straight up the middle and cut it outside. He looks untouched, and he's going to go all the way. A lot of green grass ahead of him, and he's going to score. Coach, first 3 plays of the game here, we scored. Now they get the ball back and they score. How big is it for the defense to, also follow suit with the offensive strike first? Yeah,
exciting start right there. Look, Chad Mahaffey does a heck of a job calling plays. He knew how to put us in conflict. I knew what he was doing right here as far as, notoriously your worst tacklers on the field defensively are your corners. They like to cover guys and not necessarily tackle. And, he put him in a conflict where he had his gap right there because of numbers, and that's a great job by Chad right there to set it up, and the kid made a good play, and we missed the tackle. You got to be ready, and any chance you got an opportunity to make a play, you got to make it, and we did not do that right there. It was a great flip right there for them.
Yeah. Score is now 7-7. Denham will get the ball next. Denham with the ball. Dejan fakes the handoff again. This time he's quickly throwing it deep. He's able to find, once again, his brother wide open in the middle of the field. He's able to take it before being chased down from behind. That's a huge gain right there, twin connection. Yeah, first down. Dejan, this time, the quarterback run. He decides to run it. He has all the blockers, just goes straight outside, and he's able to score. He's thrown one already. He's passed one now. He's run one in now. And how big is it? We've seen it all year with his legs. How big is it for him to get these blocks for these legs?
The biggest thing is that we answered up a big play by them. They answered the big play by us, and then we came right back to it and finished this drive. And of course, a big finish by a quarterback right there, which is getting to be a lot of fun to watch. And great job to the line to give them a chance. And a perfect finish right there to that second drive, and to answer up what they just did, the big play we gave them.
Walker's QB takes a snap now. He's pressured in the face and is able to be sacked by number 39. We're starting to see the defense. We're starting to catch their footing now. We're starting to, bounce back, fire back, and now Jackets have the ball. Dejan fakes the handoff, rolls out the pocket. He throws it just before getting sacked, and he's able to find number 6, Trey Steele, in the middle of the field, wide open again for another score. Huge score to make it 21-7. How is the offensive mentality right here, scoring at will?
Yeah, we're doing a really good job offensively, coaches-wise, player-wise, of getting our playmakers in space. Working the eyes of the defenders, moving them around, And you know, when you get your guys in space to make plays and show how fast they are, and you know, Trey Seals is just like any of them. They're a really good player, and had a chance to make a play, and we made it happen. Great throw, great catch, great finish, and again, just get him out in space.
Yeah. Walker with the ball. This time it's a quick throw to number 17. He's able to kind of find the seam there, run to the end zone, avoiding tackles, but he's able to score, making the score 21-14. You know, defense, they had a little bit of success, and now they're starting to kind of slack off a little bit. How's this big for, you know, offense?
Yeah, again, it goes back, and you know, it's a great play call right there. You kind of fooled the eyes of our safety, and you pulled him up. They pulled a guard right there, and you kind of fooled the eyes of the safeties, not looking at his read key, and he got sucked up, and they ran a little pop behind him, and you know, caught the kid sleeping. It was a great play by them, great play call by them, and again, we knew they weren't going to lay down. It's an LP rival, and it's Walker.
Denham with the ball. This time it's a quick pass to Hayden Ray. It's kind of a bad pass. It's bobbled and it's picked off by Walker. Huge turnover there. The game is 21-14 before that touchdown, and now they picked it off. Walker with the ball. Quarterback decides to drop back in pocket. He has time to throw it. He's kind of dancing around the pocket. He has a QB spy, so he can't really run. He's rushing out the pocket. Number 9, Beau, is able to make a huge play there and bring him down. Denham with the ball. Quarterback Deshaun Goldman drops back in the pocket to throw. He rolls out, quickly finding number 4, Tanner Kerner. He's able to bring it up for a huge gain, moving the chains and getting a little bit more after getting pushed out of bounds. Deshaun hands it off this time to Brenton Paul. He runs it straight up the middle, and there's a huge dog pile looking like it's in the end zone, meaning it would be a Yellow Jacket score, and it is. The score is now 28-13 after this huge run by Brenton Paul. You know, we've seen him break one off, but we haven't really seen him be physical like this. How big is this to be physical? Yeah,
you know, again, we're kind of flip-flopping licks right there, and then we get a big stop finally defensively, and here we go with another critical possession where we can go up 2 scores or more, and we finish the drive, and BP has gotten really good at getting behind that O-line and getting that push, and the biggest thing we've talked about all year is finishing drives, and that's where we've heated up the last few weeks, and really excited to see that with our O-line play, and of course, Brenton Paul's been a phenomenal running back for us this year, and I love seeing him score his touchdown.
Yeah. Walker with the ball here. Quarterback drops back. He has time to throw it. This time he quickly throws it to number 1, but it is picked off by number 18, Quentin Clay. You know, this is where the defense is starting to turn things around. They got a stop last drive. Now they're picking it off, and now the offense is able to get the ball. Deshaun Goldman rolls out, has time to throw it. He decides to find his brother again in that same spot. He's able to make a move or two, make one man miss, and is later brought down after marching it right up to like the 3-yard line, looks like. Deshaun takes a snap again. This time it's a handoff to Tanner Kerner. He's able to hop over his own O-lineman and score. Huge score. Another player scoring. How big is it to just spread the wealth and everybody scoring?
Yeah, you know, I love the problems we have. I mean, we got one football and a lot of playmakers, and you know, every week somebody else is getting opportunity, and a lot of guys are getting touches, and you know, when you get your touch, you got to make something happen with it. You can't get pissy because you're not getting the football. Just get the job done when your opportunity's there, and just see what happens. We got a lot of weapons in one football. I love it.
Walker hands the ball off again. This time it looks like it could be that inside zone, but Debo's there to make a tackle in the backfield and sling him down. Huge stop there. Walker with the ball, same drive. Number 96 gets the handoff, has a hole, but is met again by Devo in back-to-back plays to force a turnover there. They're back to punt now, and it is blocked by number 13, Bryson Smith, but Walker is able to fall on it, still creating a turnover down, but a huge loss for them. I mean, huge defense there, young guy stepping up. Denham with the ball, it's a fake handoff. Deshaun's able to throw it to the middle of the field, find his brother again for a quick connection. He's able to trot almost into the end zone, gliding in there. You know, they had 2 touchdowns now this game. This twin connection, how does it just keep growing and getting stronger?
It's just a lot of fun to watch. I mean, again, we're finally in position where we're putting them in, you know, making them uncomfortable and making them do things they don't want to do offensively, and continue to give us some momentum. And you know, as we get hot, we just get hotter, and it's been a lot of fun to watch these guys continue to play and make plays. And you know, it's scary how good we are right now, and we got to continue to get better and focus on one at a time.
Walker hands the ball off to number 96. He's able to he had some room, but his leg was brought down by number 7, Caden Allen, for a huge 4th down stop, making them turn the ball over. The score was 42-13 after that last touchdown. Huge defense stop there. Jackson with the ball. It's a fake handoff. This time Deshaun has all the time in the world. He throws it deep. It's a deep ball to number 6, Trey Seals, down the field, scores in the end zone. Huge touchdown, making it 49-13. You know, how do we feel about this celebration here, Coach? Just after all these touchdowns.
You gotta, you know, if you're gonna get a flag, you get your money's worth. And you know, he took it like a man. I give you 1. I'm just not gonna give you 2. But again, you know, we talk about having fun and making plays, and And, you know, we've had teams do this to us a long time, and you know, it's our chance to freaking get it back. And these guys work too hard not to have fun, not to have this opportunity. And you know, while they're making plays and they're celebrating, heck, I'm having a good time watching it. It's a lot of fun to watch, and it's a cool little dance right there. You know, it is what it is.
Walker with the ball this time with the hand up to number 96. He's able to find that hole again and score the end zone, making the score 42-20. You know, kind of a last-second touchdown. And they kick the ball off after that touchdown. Britton Paul's going to be there to receive the kick. He takes the kick, lets his blockers kind of get in front of him. He has all the blockers. He has nothing but open field as he avoids all the tackles and is able to score right before halftime. Huge score there. Special teams doing great. This is the second time they've done something good. How do you feel about this?
Yeah, these second quarters right now are really big for us. I mean, we're just making play after play, and you can see whether it's offense, whether it's defense, or whether it's special teams. You know, we're playing complete games. We're still high school kids. Are going to make mistakes, and I mean, it is what it is. But you know, as long as you're having fun, you're flying around, you're playing, you know, my brand of nasty football that I wanted to, you know, that I've wanted to be played here for a long time. You know, these guys get to have fun and make plays and put themselves in position to do it. And I love all three facets getting after it.
Yeah, that makes your score 56-20. Going into half, 56-20, most points ever scored in our history of a division game.
Pretty awesome.
District game. Dejan Goldman takes a snap, he rolls out, he throws it, finds number 3. He's able to make one guy kind of miss, but is later pushed out of bounds for a big game. Dejan hands the ball off to number 4, Tanner Kerner. He's able to cut and score, once again, scoring another touchdown, making the score 62-20. Huge score there. With it being only the third quarter, the score's crazy. Walker hands the ball off, this time number 96 again. He's able to kind of get that hole again and take it off and break it again for another huge rush. There's a little bit more of a harder trying there, but not much.
Good for that kid. I mean, he had to make plays, a good player.
Score 62-27 after that. He tries to do it again, but is swallowed up by number 50, Braden Lennox. And they just keep feeding him, 96 again, and he's brought down, or he's stiff-armed Clinton Clay, and he's able to take it to the outside and score.
I like the way that kid plays. He plays hard, he can move a little bit, he's a good player.
After that touchdown, the score's going to be 62-34. That's going to be the end of the game. Your stats being Dejan Goldman, 13 for 19 for passing yards, 276 passing yards, 1 rushing touchdown, 4 passing touchdowns, 1 interception. Deshaun Goldman, 6 receptions, 143 yards, 2 touchdowns. Trey Seals, 4 receptions, 90 yards, and 2 touchdowns. All right, huge way to set the tone there in the beginning of the game. You know, getting the ball first after they're supposed to get the ball. How does that affect just offense and the team in general?
Yeah, again, you know, starting fast has been such a big thing we've worked on here. And you go into Walker, which we all know, you can throw out all records. I mean, Chad Mahaffey team's always a well-prepared team. They're going to fly around. He's one of the best play callers I've ever gone against, and one of the best there is. You know those guys are going to be ready to play. You're in a hostile environment on a senior night, a homecoming night. You know, you're looking forward to the challenge of being the spoiler, but you're still going into an away game in the LP rivalry games. We'd already been in one at Live Oak, so this was nothing new to us. And to come out and throw the first lick, and you know, we would have taken just a big stick right there, you know, by Riley. We would have been just fine with that because you throw that first lick and send a message that we're here to play. But I mean, he went the whole other, you know, he went to the next level with it and got it out, and we recovered it, and then we punched it right in. So you know, huge start. And hats off to them to flip around and have their big play. Again, we knew they were going to come out with some things that would put us in conflict, and they did. You know, things we really hadn't seen that we've since worked on that we're good with now. That we actually did a great job, and Prescott did a great job in getting it corrected on the sideline. But, you know, they're going to do things like that because Chad's a really good football coach. And, you know, they got some players over there that can play. I mean, they weren't going to lay down for us. You know, even though they're having a tough year, we've been there. We know how it feels. You know, but we pull for these Livingston Parish schools. But the biggest thing is we threw the first lick, and we just poured it on, and we answered again. You know, you take the momentum, then you give it back to them. We've seen in the past where we've kind of let that kind of snowball in a negative direction, and we didn't let it happen. We just kept playing and pouring it on, and you know, our kids are flying around, and we're getting better every day, which is what we ask of them, so it's been a lot of fun to watch. Yeah,
and you keep talking about not letting the game snowball on you and the offense getting out there and scoring. How much are you loving this offense efficiency and just getting out there, scoring, and getting off?
Look, man, I love being here, but, man, it's been some tough times. I mean, you've been a part of it, too. I mean, you know, we tend to let when it's good, it's good, and when it's bad, it's bad. Well, this team right here is pretty even kill, which is what we've always wanted. I mean, because you're going to have to ride the highs and lows, and it's how you handle them. You know, you can't let it snowball in a negative, or, you know, in a negative direction. You can't really let it snowball in a positive direction where you get stupid about it. just ride the even keel, get the job done when your opportunity's there. And this team's been a lot different. Again, 41 seniors. They've been there, they've done that. They've been bad, they've been good, and they've learned and they've watched the groups in front of them, have learned a lot from them, which is one thing I've learned a lot about our group this year is they paid a lot of attention to the groups ahead of them, what they didn't like and what they did like, and the respect they had for some guys that we thought had more respect for. And really the biggest thing is they learned, and they do a lot of things on their own that I don't have to police. The standard is a standard. They know what it is. And because of it, it's carrying over to their play, and that's what makes me so freaking proud, man. Like, we work so hard to get these kids in position to make plays and have this success, and want them to have this success. So, for them to have this, it's been a lot of fun to watch. And I don't let my body language fool you, on the sidelines and stuff. I'm having a lot more fun than you realize.
Yeah. Talking about this this district domination, two big high-scoring games in district. How's this win over Walker, beating doing a school record? How's this going into Sandoval and focusing later on in the postseason?
Yeah, we got to continue to get comfortable playing for 1-0. Every game's the biggest game of the year, so eventually you get comfortable playing in the biggest game of the year, and when you get in the biggest game of the year, you're ready. Yeah. And that's how we're attacking it, and we keep getting better against legit opponents. I love our district. I love our schedule. And, this one's no different. This is the reigning district MVP at quarterback coming in. Sandoval, who tends to have my number. They do great things. A good really a great football program, one of the elite football programs. David Oliver is one of the best head coaches and a good friend of mine that I've ever been around. So, they're going to be ready to play, and this is a huge one. This is a great final game, going into the playoffs. Last year we switched the game to a Thursday because we thought a bad hurricane was coming in, and we sucked on Thursday last year, and we proved that week 10, and they got after us and embarrassed us, and we're looking to change that and continue just to stay consistently better every day, every week, and gear up for the playoffs because we're already in the dance, so that's important.
Sandoval's coming off two high-scoring games, one recent blowout. How is it important for our defense to come out fast and get off the field?
Yeah, I think you're going to see a lot of fun football offensively Friday night, and it's going to be what side defensively steps up, and it's going to be a big challenge for both of us to see who can stop these high-powered offenses, and I really think it's going to be a phenomenal high school football game to watch. I mean, 2 7-2 teams getting after it in a big district game, two of the best quarterbacks in the state, arguably. It's going to be a heck of a matchup, and defensively, it's the team that's going to show up defensively is going to get this win. Yeah.
So how important is it to shut down that reigning district MVP quarterback?
Yeah, I don't know that you can shut them down. You gotta force them to make some mistakes that we did not do a good job of last year. We see where they put us in conflict, and we didn't do a very good job making some adjustments and things they did to us last year, which we're going to be ready for. I mean, the kid is a special player. His dad was a special player. His dad's the OC there. Babin's one of the elite names in Sandoval and old teammate of mine. So I know what he brings. I know that they're going to be really it's going to be a really good game. And the quarterback is special. If we just can't, we're not going to be able to stop him. If we can just check him up a few times and get some critical stops and answer up with our possessions, it could get really good for us.
Yeah. Thank you for tuning into this episode of the Brett Beard Show, brought to you by James Restaurant. I'm your host, Bud Avid. With me always is Coach Beard. Coach, thanks for being here.
Hey, man, great job today.
Jacks are at home this Friday for a 7 o'clock kickoff against Sandoval. Be there.